Hey, I got a bit of a different video for you guys today. It's definitely not my regular content, but I'm really excited because I get to show you guys my first impressions of the Quest Pro. It just came in this morning, so I'm gonna get right to it. Starting off easy, the box looks really similar to the Quest 2's box, but opening it up, you'll notice that things look quite different on the inside. Right away, my first thoughts when picking up the headset were, wow, this feels balanced. There's absolutely no comparison between the Quest 2 with the Pro strap and the Quest Pro. The weight distribution feels great on this headset. Speaking of weight, one thing that I did notice was that the controllers felt kind of heavy. I feel like they look and feel smaller, yet they're a little denser than the Quest 2 controllers, which makes a lot of sense. These are packing multiple cameras, upgraded haptics, but they are missing the tracking ring that you're familiar with from the Quest 2. Everybody already knows that. We've known that for months. On the side of the box, you get some helpful wires and chargers, and, there's a USB-C to plug into the charging dock, and then there's another wire, which I'm assuming is for if you want to plug in the controllers on their own. I just have to mention, I don't really know what I was expecting with this headset, but it definitely feels premium. I'm happy that when I picked this thing up for the first time, it didn't feel like a cheap piece of plastic. Don't get me wrong, the price tag is still ridiculous, but if the Quest 3 is going to be anything like the Quest Pro, I'm very excited for the future of consumer VR, because that's another thing. This is definitely a very prosumer headset. Unless you got around $1,600 after tax lying around, I do not recommend purchasing this. And that's before I've even put the headset on. If you just got a Quest 2 or you're planning on getting a Quest 2, don't feel discouraged just because this $1,500 behemoth came out of the blue. Besides eye tracking and face tracking, which at this point are kind of gimmicks, your Quest 2 can play all the same games the Quest Pro can. The only reason I got this device is so that I can show it to you guys, and if I'm being honest, I kind of wanted a better PC VR headset, and I'm hoping that that's what this gives me. In the box, you also get a little cover for the front piece so that it doesn't get damaged while you're not using the headset, and surprisingly, it comes with a little microfiber cloth. That's actually really awesome. I'm happy that they included that, because not enough people have microfiber cloths just lying around, and you definitely don't want to scratch these brand new, really expensive lenses on your new headset by trying to use like a paper towel to clean it or something. But enough about the outside, let's talk about the insides. I'm gonna throw a graphic up on screen that compares the Quest 2 and the Quest Pro's specs. Here it is, ta-da! One of the things that's immediately apparent to me when I put the headset on is the visual clarity. I don't know how else to explain it besides the Quest 2 just kind of looks a bit blurry. Native Quest 2, that is. When I use my Quest for PC VR, it always looks pretty clear, but even natively, the Quest Pro looks crystal clear, and we have the new lenses to thank for that. Speaking of the lenses, there's a little knob in the front of the headset that allows you to change how close or far away the lenses are from your eyes. This can add a few degrees to your field of view, or if you have glasses, you can space them a little farther away so that your glasses fit. However, whenever I had the headset tightened onto my head, I was unable to move that little wheel. I don't know if they do that on purpose. If I'm supposed to adjust it before I put the headset on, that might be what they're going for. But when I was trying to set up my eye and face tracking, it made it really difficult because I kept having to take the headset off in order to adjust the wheel to where they wanted it. So if you guys could let me know in the comments if you by any chance have a Quest Pro, just let me know if that also happens to you. Like, can you move the lenses while it's on your head, or do you gotta take it off? One thing I feel I have to mention right away is the pass-through is not as good as I expected, I guess. The screen door effect is very, very prominent. I feel like I'm staring at a pixelated recreation of my house instead of like, a window. I understand the technology might not be quite there yet, but I feel like for $1,500, it should have been there. I'm not gonna lie, the pass-through is pretty seamless when it comes to your hand being like below where you can see it in your peripheral vision to moving it into the screen. It's almost perfect. However, you can definitely see like the black and white pass-through almost like underneath the color pass-through. It's kind of odd. Sometimes my fingers are half black and white and half color. The pass-through is nice, but it's just not exactly what I was expecting. And not gonna lie, it's really nice to be able to sit on the couch and watch a video or a movie on a giant screen on the wall while also being able to see everything around me still. I'm not locked in virtual reality. Unlike a lot of people who bought this headset, I bought it specifically for gaming. I don't really see myself using this to like write essays or to edit videos or anything. I just don't think it's there yet ergonomically, but I essentially bought this as a direct upgrade to the Quest 2, because in my eyes, it's kind of the state of the art of standalone headsets. And instead of spending nearly the same amount of money on an index and base stations with body trackers and, you know, all that nonsense, I figure I just throw Mark Zuckerberg a handsome sum of money and he'll give me the, you know, the next best thing. And if you're that kind of person, then, you know, this is the headset for you. If you want something that is really, really expensive, but will feel really, really expensive, and you'll get your money's worth, whether it's now or 5 years from now, this, I think, is a good way to go. Now, on the flip side, if you're one of the lucky 10 people in the United States who managed to get a PlayStation 5, you might be better off just waiting for PSVR to come out. Meta really didn't design this headset with gaming in mind, and you can tell that the second you put it on. If you don't have the little rubber blinders put on, it's not a good virtual reality experience. Augmented reality is a different story. The proof is kind of in the pudding with this, because it didn't even come with a full light blocker. We have to wait till December before we can even get our hands on those. But I have a lot of faith in companies like Bobo VR and Kiwi Design when it comes to, you know, accessorizing your VR headset. But yeah guys, I think that's really all I have to waste your time with today. I hope that this was at least a fun video to watch. I don't know if it was too informative, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Thank you so much for all the support on my last few videos. It really means the world to me, guys. I know every YouTuber says that, but it really does mean a lot. I also just want to give a quick shout out to Giovanni over at Meta. If not for his tenacity as a customer service representative, I would not have gotten this headset as early as I did. So really, thank you, Giovanni. I really appreciate it. Good name too, good name. If you liked the video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment. I read all the comments, and notifications give me dopamine, so if you want to get me zooted on my own brain juice, hit some buttons down there. I got another Rumble video coming out really soon, so look forward to that if you look forward to this nonsense. But anyway, I'll see you guys next time. Bye now.